Hello, everyone. My name is Aneta Wikariak. I'm from Burda Media, Poland, and have the great pleasure to moderating today's panel with great panelists. And the subject, as Anya already told, why women have the skill needed for tomorrow's AI-driven workforce. These are my panelists, Justyna, Ewelina, Agnieszka, and Tina. And maybe for the beginning, the warm-up question, because, you know, AI is... This is our everyday life. It is used on every step of our life now. How often do you use AI? At work, in private?
I can start. I am using AI in preparing the materials by uploading the articles. AI is doing the summary for me. So when I have a large amount of articles, I am able to get the summary very quickly. I don't have to go through a lot of reading and so on. Of course, I have to verify. I have to verify as well the content, but it saves my time.
So it's your assistant, in fact?
Yes.
Okay, Ewelina, and you?
So about me, I'm using AI on a daily basis. So starting from writing emails, putting meeting notes, structuring the meeting notes, and also when I open Netflix and I look for movie recommendations. So yes, using AI on a daily basis.
So it's also like a friend. Yes. It advised you what movie is the best.
Yeah.
Agnieszka, and you at back?
Honestly speaking, every day. Sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. Consciously because, for example, if I would like to find some information, I use ChatGPT. But also unconsciously because a lot of companies use AI tools, and I would like to use these tools in the area of medicine, in e-commerce, travel agency, and I'm not realize that at the background AI works. Yeah, so that's the answer.
Definitely. And Tina, you?
Yeah, also I'm using AI every day for different reasons, to do different research, search for information, sometimes translate different materials from one language to another. But always I use AI when I can validate the content. I think this is one of the points that probably we'll discuss later. And also as a leader of Digital HR Champions Network, we discuss different use cases of AI in different companies. So I'm very excited about implementation of AI in our business models.
So you definitely have the skills to use AI, and we all agree that if artificial intelligence is to be useful for everyone, that the teams who work on it should be the most diverse, and this is the problem, because as we all know. First, this is the representation of women in a workforce, and of course, the educational access. And I would like to ask Ewelina, because I just read this PwC report, and inclusion matters. And in fact, the numbers weren't so optimistic, because I found that just 30% of technology workers worldwide are women, just 30%. And if we are talking about AI workers, this percentage drops to 22. In Poland, just 15. It doesn't look good. Do you have any conclusion why? What is the reason of this situation?
Aneta, thank you very much that you are mentioning this PwC report. I have it here with me to highlight a few key points. So the biggest challenge is in attracting girls and women to pursue the tech academic disciplines. But the gender representation gap is not only the problem of the tech industry. Nowadays, globally, many millions of women do not have enough means to reach a proper education, have opportunity to get technical or digital skills. But what's even more interesting, the authors of this report, I think that this report challenges the stereotype that IT is not for women. Actually, it is for women. So let me bring you some of the numbers. So women in technology sector have higher job satisfaction scores than men working in technology sector. It's 66 versus 63%, maybe a slightly different, but still there is a difference. And what even more striking, women in tech more often ask for promotion than men. And where we compare women working in technology sector versus women working in other sectors, the first group more often states that they can be truly themselves at work, and they are rewarded financially fairly for their work. So I just want us to remember one thing from this report: women working in IT are ambitious. IT is for women. We are here and we are making our mark. Thank you.
Well, you say that we are ambitious and we use AI and we are in IT, but there is I found a survey of World Economic Forum, and I must say, because of course I researched for a lot of data before this panel, and I have to tell you that some of them were quite depressing, because I found this report and it was about workers that used AI at least once a week, and it appeared that male workers definitely more often use AI. I mean, and what is worse, when you look at the younger group, this Gen Z, the digital-born generation, also mostly men use AI. It's like 70%. Women, it's like 59%. Why, Tina? Maybe why are we afraid of AI? Do we think that this is not for us?
Yeah, I think that the root causes are very different, and we can also refer to the historical reasons, how we are just growing up as the girls in schools and in our families. What are the expectations? Sometimes we just want to be a very, let's say, kind girls and not to take risks, and this is one of the reasons. Sometimes we are also assessed through the, let's say, competition with AI. I can give you a very real example from the student that shared with me that she had a great homework. She did a great homework assignment, and the teacher said that, okay, it must be written by AI. So that
is quite common nowadays.
Yeah, and that's why I think that it requires a lot of mindset shifts in different areas of our life, not only education, businesses, but also society. That's why this is one of the key reasons, and that's why I want to really address this point to all girls and women who are just with us today. Just be really very confident using AI, because we are all in testing mode. So we are all testing this new tool, new landscape. That's why the risk is on our side. And it's really important to be in this world and not to give up before we start. I just want to share with you, you referred to the World Economic Forum reports. I often refer to this source of information, and this is a great tool for analyzing trends, facts and figures. I want also to give you some another great example. Do you know that women are 73% more likely to be injured and 70% more likely to die in a vehicle crash? Why?
Why?
Because car companies are only required to test vehicle safety using male crash dummies.
And they are heavier.
And the
Usually.
Swedish engineer, Dr. Astrid Linder, has created a female crash test dummy. And it can change thanks to this experiment. So that's why this is not against men. We need all, let's say, diverse minds in our world. This is just about us, women, not being present, not sitting at the table. And because we now have this great pace of revolution in AI, we must be there in all roles, all functions, all levels, all sectors, and really starting from the early education up to the senior executive positions.
Exactly, and I think that we all agree that there are no scientific or social evidence that men are better in this whole STEM fields here, that we are as good as them. And in fact, it is said that, as you say, Ewelina, that women are often more ambitious. We definitely are, and sometimes because we feel that we have to prove that we are as good as men. Still, we have to prove. It's 21st century, we still have to prove. Agnieszka, you're the perfect example of a transfer because you came into this IT sector, unfamiliar maybe for you at the beginning because you started banking, and in the sector that was dominated by men with IT degrees. And now you're head of this IT team and that look after more than 100 applications. So what skills helped you to came into this as we said, very unfamiliar sector?
It was a little bit strange. I tell you something about my career path, not because I would like you to boast, but rather because I would like to tell you what I want. And, after my studies during a few years, I had been working for business area. And suddenly I also would like to change the company, but also still stayed in business area. But suddenly I was system analyst because it was such a work. So I quickly had to build my technological skills, build the relationship with the others, ask a lot of people about everything. And after 1 year, I was quite good system analyst.
Just 1 year?
1 year, yeah. And just after this year, I would like to take more responsibility. So I applied for a position of project manager. And after I got it, and after 1 year, my boss, she was, and she is also a woman, she offered me a position of head of project management office. And I was terrified. But she said, I believed that you managed to do it. Why? Because you had very good predisposition and soft skills. And I'm sure that you managed to do it. And I was completely terrified because just around me was about 13 men with very good experience and very good certificate in project manager. And I only had 1 year experience in project manager. So, but I managed to do it. No, and then I smoothly went to the IT area, and I am responsible for a lot of application and work with a lot of people, technical people, and I tell you about it because I would like to underline that I won not because only to technological skills, because it's possible to learn it, but mainly because my skills and predisposition. It's mean open-minded, creativity, curiosity, taking responsibility, and building relationship. And that is the answer.
And have you ever felt that you have to prove that you're as good as men?
First of all, if I was an expert, maybe yes. But if I became a leader, I quickly realized that, the more important thing are soft skills, and I had it. So I didn't prove it.
And maybe the rest. Have you ever had the situation that you have to prove that you're as good as men in this IT sector, AI sector?
I was privileged that my bosses have never required from me to prove that I am as well as male colleagues. However, I put that pressure on myself.
Typical.
Yes. This happened after I returned from the maternity leave. My maternity leave happened during the Gen AI boom. So when I came back to work, I realized that it's a quite different place. And because I am an ambitious person, I felt gaps in my knowledge, in my skills. So I wanted to prove myself that I'm not worse than others. So girls, we are here sitting in a studio. We can't see you, but if there is anyone in a similar situation to my a year ago, what I can recommend you, firstly, accept this situation. I was away because I had different life priorities. Then appreciate yourself. So as Agnieszka, you said, it's not only about the technical skills, but about the soft skills which we as mothers perfect, like time management, prioritization. They are highly valued in IT. And finally, create a step-by-step plan. So choose topics you want to improve on and stick to this plan.
Yes, as a matter of two, I agree completely. And so you said curiosity, soft skills, this time management, and we all know how important it is to adapt to a new situation. And Justyna, at Accenture, you use this special factor TQ, and it assesses ability to adapt to technology advances. And in fact, I read that this is in your company. All employees must be focused on raising this TQ factor. How are women doing with raising it? Are they better? Are they the same as men?
Thank you for that question about TQ. So generally TQ, just to explain to the others, are the e-learning courses that we have to get faster knowledge about technologies that are appearing. So it's not only AI, but also the topics like blockchain or agile or cloud. These courses are mandatory. So we cannot say that women are getting better or worse, because each person in Accenture has to do these courses. And I must say that these courses are very good and are not done in traditional way that it's quite boring or so on. There are many examples. So for instance, for AI, I could learn that it's mostly using the patterns. So whatever AI founds in real or unreal world, it's using for getting you answer. That's why the answers in AI can be sometimes wrong, because AI is taking the information from many sources, and it's important to understand that and use AI in a wise manner. And generally, AI is a not new topic, because it was discovered in the 50s. And I think that the first milestone was with the chess master who was beaten by AI. So it was in the 90s, and then some works were stopped. And now I think that we cannot stop anymore with development of AI. And if women want to be in the game, they have to follow that trend.
Yeah, I think this development is unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's not that we can't, it's just unstoppable. It just happens all the time. And because we're talking, of course, about women. Ewelina, in this PwC report, you've did a lot of great reports. So I found this statement that research that market would fight for women, and that they are supposed to be socially included in this IT sector. First of all, do you think this is just because of the soft skills, or are there any other factors, or what is being done to include women in IT and AI field?
Thank you, Aneta, that you are mentioning this PwC report and that we can deep dive into more details. Actually, the report states very interesting and perhaps surprising thing that women in technology feels the strongest inclusion in the workplace than women in other industries. So we feel included in our workplace. And what does it mean to be included?
So there are less of us, but we are feel included.
Yes, we among women across other sectors. Yes, so this technology sectors allows us to be included. And what do we mean by inclusion? Firstly, that impact on decision making. So how my manager considers my opinion in decision making. Secondly, about belonging. So how I can be myself at work. And thirdly, about the fairness. So does my manager treats me and my coworkers fairly? So yes, we women in tech, we feel included in the workplace. And you ask what's being done to include more women in technology sector. Many tech companies or companies have the diversity and inclusion programs. For example, last year at PwC Poland, we employed over 1,000 people, among of which 47% were women. 47, yeah.
Almost half.
Yes, almost
Almost half,
half. Secondly, there are plenty mentoring programs that attract women to enter the IT sector. This year, for the first time, I will be a mentor for a girl who wants to start a career in data science. Thirdly, there are also some programs dedicated to school students to promote the technical areas, and also the events like this Women in IT conference, which brings a lot of inspiring women.
Yeah, and you said that women already felt included. Agnieszka, you're the head of the team, IT team. How many women are in your team? And do you see that this proportion has changed or the same?
Let's look, for example, in the IT area in our company. Our CIO is a woman.
Great.
On IT senior position is 50-50, so 50% of women. In my team, there are circa about 160 people, and 44 are women. So it's quite good proportion. It's almost half. So it's quite good proportion. In AI area, I think there is about, because I take into consideration data scientists and developers who use AI in programming the code, it's about 25%. It's not huge, but I think it will be more and more. Yeah.
Do you find that they are better at the soft skills, as you say? They are better at communication?
Yeah, now it's not enough to be very good programmer. Yeah,
Okay.
there is not enough to have technological skills. It doesn't matter if there is AI or the other technologies. I would like to employ the employee generally who had also soft skills, because there is the base.
Of course. Ewelina, you just said that you will be a mentor. And I think this is the other problem, because this is not only, the problem is not only the small number of women in the IT world, but also the lack of female mentor. Because we all know the father of AI, I mean the Alan Turing. We all know there is a man who invented the term AI, John McCarthy. We all know Elon Musk, maybe recently, not because of an OpenAI, but some other reason. And where are women? Tina, where are women? Can we do something more about these mentoring initiatives?
I think the situation is much better than a few years ago. Now we have both men and women mentors in different areas, including tech companies and tech environment. I think that what we can do more, it's just to engage our experts and leaders in our companies to just start a mentoring journey. Because for many of them, many experts, mentoring is something new. And when we just give them some tools, how to become a mentor, how to start mentoring process, when we also help them to just find mentees or help mentees find their mentors, it will be much, let's say, efficient to extend mentoring experience and give the values for both sides, for both mentors and mentees. Also, I think that mentors can be great role models for especially young women who are just thinking about their career and deciding what path to choose, to be engineers or leaders or go to science. So that's why this is very important to present different opportunities, and mentors can be great role models. Mentors can also help mentees to connect with their networks. So I think that there are many opportunities and many space to be used and to be just, let's say, taken by both mentors, companies that can organize the mentoring programs, together with trainings and support for mentors and mentees. And also, this is a great space for proactivity when you want to start your mentoring journey as a mentee. I think that you can easily find great people who can help you build your career path, share the experience and different playbooks, and also connect you with other networks.
But if you have to advise a young girl, where should she look for a mentor?
I think the best option is just to start searching in your environment. You can find people with experience. Sometimes this is not about long-term mentoring session or program. Sometimes this is just a cup of coffee with your mentor, when you can ask somebody, can you help me discuss this topic or discuss my challenge right here, right now? So I think this is the kind of light mentoring that we can offer and accept as mentors. Also, we can build more space during such kind of events. We can connect by LinkedIn and just send a message to one of the speakers, one of the panelists, one of the leaders that you can meet in this kind of events.
Yes, Ewelina, and because we are looking for mentors, we know we are as good as men, but still we are more concerned. I found this data. We are more concerned that we will be replaced by AI. And in fact, the Polish Economic Institute reported that more than 3.5 million men and women will be replaced by AI, of which more than 2 million are women. And this also I found in your report. Why are more women at risk of losing their jobs?
So it's great that you're bringing up this issue, because I think that there is a lot of fear in public opinion that AI will lead to job losses. Yes, recently the Polish Economic Institute launched a report that presents job occupations most exposed to AI, which are professionals in the industry of finance, insurance, lawyers, programmers. And on the other side, we have blue collars, workers in the area of agriculture, fishing, and so on. And why are more women exposed to AI? Because they are in the majority of jobs exposed to AI. Women are more educated, and also they do not work in jobs like forest or agriculture or blue collars. So yes, our report states that 64% of women worry that the AI will have impact on their professional life. However, I think that the anxiety that we are worrying is fine. That it's fine to be.
It's motivating, maybe.
Yes, and it's also motivating, but I truly believe that it's on our side to step into this technology and to treat it as something that will help us, not about the job losses.
I must tell you that I asked ChatGPT this question. I had a lot of conversation with ChatGPT before our panel, and I asked him if it may replace, and it said AI may affect the labor market in a way that changes the roles of both men and women, but it's difficult to say that AI will replace women. So it's very polite, I suppose. And you say, Ewelina, that we are more educated, and that's maybe the reason why we are more afraid of being replaced. But I found a survey that showed that women are also, it's a paradox. They are less convinced that they are less convinced of benefits that AI could give them. I mean, we know that there is no world without AI. We are worried that we can be replaced by AI, but still we don't believe, as much as men, that AI could develop new skills, can help us change the work. That's why Justyna, why we don't believe in the power of AI?
I think that it comes also with specific jobs that men and women have, and still there are differences. In many companies, there is, equal level of men and women. In Accenture, we want to have it, and I think that the leaders are doing a great job to employ women. But I think that mostly men are employed in industries, in logistics, in sales, in accounting industries, while women are employed in learning sector, in healthcare, and AI is mostly introduced in big companies because it's not a cheap solution at that moment. And that's why I think that the big industrial companies can see some benefits of using AI. So they try to optimize the processes via automatic solutions or robots. And they are using AI, for instance, to prevent some accidents even, because they can see what were accidents in the past and how to improve that. I think that especially in the learning sector, it will be a long way for women to see the benefits of AI. I even saw that my friend who is professor in university, and she was correcting one work of her student, and the student asked the professor, can you give me the suggestion where I can find your book? And she has never write such book, and AI found that information based on some patterns. So I think a lot has to change, and I think that women have to start using AI, because by using AI you can see the benefits. You don't have to use the content that AI is producing in 100%. You can use what you want by asking the questions from different angles, by letting AI the information that you speak in informal formal way. So AI really can advise you, but you have to start using that. And I think that the Polish government is also doing a great job, because before the conference I have checked, and there are some instructions how to use AI, also about data privacy. So it has to come from many angles, I would say, to see benefits.
Yeah, we're smart, so I hope we see these benefits. And I think the very important thing is also to be very open and flexible. As I also speak with a friend of mine who works on using AI every day, and she told me that we have to start thinking, for example, that okay, we create something, we create product, and it will always work. Then we should start thinking we have a product, and we have to update it all the time. So we have to be very flexible. And Agnieszka, do you see any risk while looking at the use of AI? Because this updating all the time could be motivating, could be a little frustrating. Are there any areas, for example, in your sector that you think women can be replaced by AI?
First of all, let's start of the definition of AI. Of course, it's different definition. It depends who tells you about it. But for me, it's a lot of complex technology with a lot of data, which lets us draw better conclusion and support us making decision. So this is two pillars. First of all is data. The second one is technology. Both of them are risky. There is a risk because of technology, because incident could appear. There's also incident between integration because there's a technological solution. There are also risky connected with data because in data there would be the data would be poor. There are also not authorized access to the data or breaking in data. We have also risk in the law because AI area are more and more regulated. That's why it could be breaking the law. There's also risk in reputation because if the data are poor, the discrimination could appear. And also, for example, financial risk, because if something goes wrong, we lost the money. Yeah, that's why I think that there is three advice. First of all, build your knowledge. There is no difference if you are the man or woman. You have to build the knowledge, build the skills. You have to be aware of the data in your company. And the third one is testing the solution. So you mitigate generally the risk.
And when we are talking about this risk, do you find that there are any skills that women have that they could be better with dealing with these risks?
I'm not sure if there is a special difference. Of course, maybe the soft skills the women have better sometimes because there is maybe something more human, yeah. But I found some times ago the words of one of the professor of Adam Mickiewicz University, and she said that the women generally had more ethic of care on the higher level than profit and consumption. Yeah. So in such a situation, when we have better level of ethics of care, and also we are good at technology generally, and if the women will program algorithm of AI, I think that the technology transformation will go in more sustainable world. Yeah.
Okay. You use the word human. And Justyna, I found in this Accenture report, Technology Vision, that it was written that AI needs to be more human. And you use this sentence that it has already changed its role from a librarian. Look, you use this word, it's quite funny. Librarian who looks for data to advisor who helps us solve problem. Do you think women, how can we use that advisor and at work, in our everyday life?
Maybe I will start with explaining why we mentioned that AI will be more human in that report, because every day we can notice that technology is more easy. Because the interface are getting more user-friendly, and even you can configure, I don't know, your phone, your laptop yourself. In the past, it was not possible. And AI will start to think like a human brain, because AI is receiving a lot of content. Yes, people are asking questions, look for advice, and that's how AI will develop. Yes, because by getting a lot of content, AI will start to think like human brain. That's why this
Quite scary, I suppose. Don't you think it's scary?
I don't know, but
all these movies.
Yes, but on the other hand, I would mention that there is one job, both for women and men, prompt engineering. And it was a very trendy job, how to make the prompts to get the right content, yes? So it's also a science, how to ask AI to get the proper answer. So I don't think that it's scaring because you can get the knowledge in quicker way. Yes, in the past, the knowledge was privileged to only narrow group of people, and nowadays, by using AI, you can get the information very quickly. Yes, and as women, I think that we have to adopt. We have to be flexible and use the advantage of AI and just experiment. Yes, there are many programs of AI, for instance, visual. You have the picture of the desert, then you can ask AI to put the lake inside the desert. So it's just playing, experimenting, and learning. Yes, it's. I think that women are good at it.
Yes, but of course I was scary because I was thinking about all this movie, when
Yeah.
robots take over the power and everything. But this is also the thing that you can put everything everywhere. It's sometimes you just don't know what is true, what is fake. This is the common problem, and because you're talking, you said that women are very good at it, and we know that AI for a long time hasn't been so inclusive, and we know that AI gave better roles to men. I mean, they were doctors, and we were just, I don't know, housewives, and. It has changed. I asked ChatGPT. I told you I had a conversation with him. I asked him about 10 key team leader in the world, and it gave me 5 names of women, 5 names of men. So it is it already know what to do. But is it in fact, Tina? Do you feel that it's already this gender equality in the AI world?
Not yet. When I asked the same question to ChatGPT,
You also had this,
but I asked the question
conversation.
about top AI leaders in the world. AI leaders, and only 10 men.
Just men?
Yes.
Even one woman?
No. So that's why I think this is a kind of space for us, for women. As I said, nothing against men, but we need to take our ownership for our growth, for our upskilling, reskilling. So all opportunities that are on the table. We have plenty of courses and programs that we can really implement in our life, just to replace our fears by proactive actions and start learning and build our curiosity, because in fact the future is in our hands, and the jobs disappeared in the past, so it's nothing new, but it creates new space for new jobs. So, and AI, it's not a goal, and it's not, of course, it's very revolutionary technology, but it's also nothing new. So from that perspective, if we build our curiosity and we think about the future, and in a flexible way, as you said, that the job will also, and the skill sets will change. So even if we learn today some technical skills, they will be different in 2-3 years perspective. So that's why it's good to have this flexible approach, be proactive, use different programs, mentoring, and just try different things, thinking about our future with confidence, and with the, let's say, perspective that we don't know, nobody can guarantee us what we will do in 10 years. But so we live our life in the best possible way. And what we can also do to convince ourselves that AI also have a great advantages is just to think what kind of problems AI can solve in our daily life. For example, working in different roles, we have plenty of meetings. So we can increase the efficiency of our time and save time for our relations, for our family, for our patients when we implement some AI solutions, and we will just have used the notes from the meetings that we can receive immediately, and it can learn us how to improve our reality further and further. So from that perspective, I think that thinking about AI, it's just thinking not only short term about our competences today, but also about very great opportunities in the coming years, because AI will be connected with medicine, with science, with technology, as different kinds of technologies. So we can really think about holistic approach and implementation of AI in different parts of our life, just for better, for all of us.
Exactly. My daughter was wondering what high school should she choose and what she will be doing in future. I told her, maybe job isn't invented still. So, but you said that we should use AI as our in fact, our assistant. Yes. Do you think that in a few years maybe this will be a situation that we can't imagine a world without AI? It will be like cell phones. 30 years ago, cell phones. Who had a cell phone? And now it's pretty obvious that everyone uses cell phone. Do you think that it will be the same with AI? That it will be so common?
I think yes, because we as a society are lazy. So if we make our life easier, we do it. And the second one, because we prefer to concentrate more on creative job than simple, repetitive. So if there is possibility to automate the simple repetitive task or find information in some tools, we did it. But there is a special questions, what about our brain, our memory? We have to exercise it in a different way, because we lose memory because everything will be find it in some tools.
We don't exercise?
Yeah, so we have to do it in different way, yeah.
And because when we are everyday AI will be our everyday life, and we know what it will grow. And when I was looking for a data for this for today's meeting, I noticed that how often it is said that thanks to women, artificial intelligence is getting a social face. This is all that you all said, that we have the soft skills, that we are more about emotional intelligence. In fact, when I always ask chat about AI leaders, but stupid me, I ask about men and women separately. That's maybe why he gave me so. And I found that majority of this AI leader women are focusing on emotions, and it is that. We are driving this new wave of social, responsible artificial intelligence. Something you say that this AI. It's not only artificial. It just started to be human, and that we women are responsible for it. Do you think this is the future of women on this market? This is the question for all of you. I think that we are better to this social AI. Can we better than men because of our skills?
So we women bring a diverse perspective to the table while discussing about AI-based solutions. So I truly believe that when women working on creating these AI-based solutions, we do not focus only on delivering the project, but also how it will impact on others. And as Agnieszka said, women, as we care about the others.
Yeah, I found that some startup that are led by women often uses AI to help some healthcare problem or some environmental problem. It's not as common in a startup led by men. So we're just better at emotion. And I would like to ask you, because Algorithmic Justice League, I found this sentence on their website. It was also created by women, and it is said that technology should serve all of us, not just a privileged few. How soon do you think technology and AI will be an equal environment for men and women? I think this is the question I would like to ask each of you. How soon this will be an equal environment, that we won't be talking anymore that there are less women, and that the ChatGPT asked about leader AI will show 5 names of women, 5 names of men, maybe more women? How soon? How many years?
I think that it's visible already now, and we can see how women are entering in the jobs that were previously owned only by men. And
which one?
Pilots, for instance, I could not imagine women as a pilot. Yes, and nowadays you can see by flying some women that are pilots. And as we mentioned, AI is using patterns. So if in literature AI is founding only the man picture, there is stereotype that it's only men to be a lawyer or a pilot. But when women start to use AI and will give the prompt, show me the picture of a lady pilot, then he will search, AI, and more content will be related with women. So to sum up, women have to use AI to make it more equal for both men and women. And it has to happen now because
Now.
yes.
It's quite soon. Evelina, what do you think?
As we are talking about the user perspective, so how we women use AI, it purely depends on us. So as Tina, you have said, it's about being open to new technologies and to experiment. And as for the job markets, I think it will take a long time to reach the 50-50 split. But at least if there is a gender representation gap, we need to ensure that there is no gender discrimination. But I truly believe that the number of women working in AI will keep growing.
Agnieszka.
There is no difference between men and women. It depends on us, how we would like to develop our skills, I agree. As a summary, I like very much what Kevin Kelly said on the last Masters and Robots conference. And he said that you don't lose the job because of AI, but by the people who use AI. So we have to develop our skills.
Yes, I can confirm that it depends on us today. And because of the pace of the technological revolution, there's no sense to wait. We should use data. We should implement this data by testing AI. Because let's say, this is the common rule that everything what's in AI depends on the data provided by all users, and we have the access. So just let's do it, and let's try to be, on the daily basis with technologies, build our curiosity and think about the future in the positive way, because we have really a lot of opportunities coming from AI as such. And for example, in the recruitment process, AI can help us to give more space for female talents, because when we don't have these biases in AI, it can be very, very helpful for all of us.
Definitely. Of course, I asked ChatGPT about this. And do you know what was his answer? Its answer? It said that optimistic version is 10, 20 years. More realistic, mid-century. Quite a lot of time. Well, I hope it just, ChatGPT always warns that he makes mistakes. It makes mistakes. So let's hope that he's wrong once again. And that thanks to the event like today, this equal environment for women and men will become quite sooner. Thank you very much for today's meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, Justyna Kowalczyk, Ewelina Szumska, Agnieszka Gramatyka, Tina Sobocińska. Thank you very much, and thank all of you for being today with us. And let's hope that future in AI, these are us, these are women. Yes, it's our hands. Thank you very much.